person the right way to do it, and that's more than a payback. But if you find yourself in New York or wherever I am, I'm going to be in Austin in a couple weeks for South by. Come and shake my hand. Send an email to Gavin.
And he brought my audio program just because he was applying. It's personal power. You listen to it. You went to a family focus.
It's 7 a.m. and I'm about to go hit chest. I have a double session today, so Tuesdays are my crazy days. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Gotta get past saying my chest workout and my ab workout, and about an hour until class, so we're gonna run home, shower, eat, and then go to class, and then classes all day from there. So here we go. About to have my post-workout, and it's, well, actually I'm working out. I have 2 lifts today, so I'm gonna have my post-workout after my second lift, so you'll see that later. But so my first meal of the day is pretty similar. It's a carb and protein. So I'm having 30 grams of oats with Walden Farms caramel sauce, and I cook my oats in coffee. And then I'm having 7 ounces of egg whites with 40 grams of strawberries. And then I have to take all of my vitamins and stuff as well. Them. So it's about 9:10 right now. I have about 10 minutes to eat this, and then I have to run to class, which is about 20 minutes away, and get to class at 9:40. So destroy. Yeah, I got my exam grade back for that class, and not so hot, but I kind of knew that was going to happen because I didn't study for the first time in my life. It's kind of weird because I'm transitioning from being a really great college student and trying to be an engineer into this new life. So you get the effort you put in. So I'm going to go for this hour before my class and try to redo that exam, learn what I did wrong. And so this is kind of how it feels to be a college student, bodybuilder in prep, and attempting to start my own business as a fitness coach. So it's a lot to take on, definitely, but only got another semester of this, so it's just hard to distribute yourself evenly through all those things, and it's literally impossible to do 100%. So I'm really kind of going at 110% competition prep and then kind of 30% school, which is hard for me mentally because I'm so used to being a straight A student, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. So something I wanted to go over was, how do I stay motivated? How do I keep my shit together? A lot of the time, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the time all my marbles fall apart or fall out. Brian always has to pick them up for me, but for the most part, I just gotta stay on my A game. And I mean, I gotta go balls to the wall, 100% on pretty much everything I do. Otherwise, I see things fall apart, and realistically, that's what keeps me going, because I know that if I don't give 100% or more than 100%, then I'm either not going to get what I want, or I'm not going to do as well as I want to do, or just be unsatisfied. And I saw that today, prime example. I didn't give 100% to that exam. I studied for 2 hours. So I got a bad grade, the end. I'm not gonna let that, I'm not letting that affect me. I'm gonna just take that and fix it for next time. At least in light of like working through different facets of life, in light of just motivation for like, say like the gym, or for something that has like a particular goal attached to it, as opposed to just like doing well overall. So I stay motivated because I create a vision of myself in my head. So for this competition, like I'm training 6 days a week, dieting 24/7, 7 days a week. And how I stay motivated to make sure I stay up on that, stay prepared, is I picture myself walking across that stage, killing it. Picture myself getting the trophy, winning, looking absolutely fantastic, best I've ever looked, rocking it, having an amazing time. And I go through that process. Like, I black myself out when I'm training sometimes. If I need motivation, like if I'm really, really tired and I need it, I'll black out, basically not focus on anything else, picture that event. I'll picture it, and it'll be so intriguing, and I just want it so bad that if I'm tired and I'm at the gym and I'm like, I really just don't want to do this, I picture it and I focus on it. And I drive through my sets, and I drive through my reps, and I push those weights. All I see is that end goal. So with anything, with my business, with when I want to, with school, in the past I've done that. I just know how satisfying it'll be to get what I want. So that's what pushes me forward. So if you ultimately, like if you don't want it bad enough, then that might just be your problem. Like you either just need a new goal, or you need to figure out what you actually want, and not what like either society wants for you or what you feel like you should want but don't really want. So redefine that goal, redefine how bad you want it, and then once you have that, hold on to it and use it. Project yourself forward toward what you want, and you'll have it. You'll find a way. If you want it bad enough, you'll find a way. You'll ask people, you'll figure it out. So that's how I stay motivated. That's how I keep my shit together. The end.
Total dollars goes up here, right? Every time we produce an additional pair of shoes, we're gonna spend $1 on shoelaces. So this right here, for example.
They start by carving a 20-centimeter long block of wood, rounding it to a diameter of 4.5 centimeters.
And so now we are on our way to lab every other week, 3 hours, soil mechanics, super fun. I also have a lab quiz I haven't studied for, so doing great with that whole grade improvement thing as a senior. So I actually came home for a bit. My 2 PT clients had to move their sessions to Friday, so I've been doing some exam stuff like I talked about, and had a phone call, the potential, and then what else did I do? That's pretty much it. But yeah, and I ate food. So now I'm going back to the gym. Probably go to both gyms, but we'll see how that goes. So gotta hit glutes and hamstrings and cardio and posing. And now it is 8:30 p.m. So back from gym number 2, hit glutes and hamstrings, did a little bit of posing. And I definitely need to work on my posing, oh my goodness. And so yeah, it's about 10 p.m. now, and this has been the crazy madness of life. So it was actually a lot more toned down than normal because I got out of lab early for 1, and 2, I didn't have Savannah and Jasmine today for PT, which I normally do. So right now I'm gonna have my post-workout. In about an hour, probably a half hour, I'll have my last meal, which is just egg whites and stuff. And yeah, so then I have to prep my food for tomorrow, and then hopefully go to bed at a reasonable hour before 11, maybe, because I'm gonna get up and train early, train back tomorrow. So thanks for coming on my day. So please like and subscribe, and I love you forever. Okay, we are 6 weeks out. Night, guys.